4-0 now, 4-0, 4-0, 4-0 now. Puffin' off and out, I'm loco. Puffin' off the server beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.
Yes, my peoples, big up yourself, big up the whole Metric community. Smash the likes on your way in, man. You know what always here, man. We never take a day off, man. We working every day. I'm out here, Man United news, trying to give it to you lot. I'm just setting up this phone, so if any bombers come true, you know what time it is. We're getting straight into it. We can't afford to miss any sort of bombers. Deadline day, it's going crazy. You understand? But yeah, my people, smash the likes, man. Come on, let's get into it, but we're going to start with this guy here. You know this Plettenberg guy? This guy is a super fraud. Plettenberg, whatever this guy's name is. I can't rate this guy whatsoever. Such a fraud. And we're going to get into it. Obviously, Jeremy Jacquet, this geezer, Jacquet, we were scouting him a bit. Obviously, he's ended up signing for Liverpool now. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm going to show you some stuff about my man. And obviously, we got the boy Tonali as well. Smash the likes, my peoples, man. Let's get these likes up, run it up. But look at this. So we had this, obviously, Arsenal exploring a surprising deadline day deal for Sandro Tonali. This is what my man's come with, this Plettenberg guy. This guy's a fraud. But let me show you, lot. Very difficult at this stage as Newcastle have rejected an initial approach. So basically, what you've just said there is Arsenal made a call to explore a deal, but it's very difficult. So, and Newcastle have rejected. So all you basically said is nothing has happened. That's what you basically said to us. Nothing has basically happened, basically. But cool. Look at this now. The big dogs have come out and spoke about it. Keith Downey. Keith Downey is a tier 1 when it comes to Newcastle. Newcastle. And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about this? Plettenberg works for Sky Germany. Yeah? Sky Germany. And Keith, he works for Sky England. So you literally work for the same company. But that's how much of a fraud you are that he's even hotted you up and said Newcastle had no approach from Arsenal for Sandro Tonali. Don't expect one and wouldn't entertain one. Despite a report in Germany, there has been no talks involving the sale of the midfielder this window. You lot are thinking, why am I showing you this? Nothing to do with us. Don't worry, we're getting into it. I'm going to show you lot in a second why it makes so much sense. This guy's a fraud, bro, because he's saying stuff about us as well. So that's what he's come. He's come out and he said what he said about this. And obviously Keith shut him down. Keith works for Sky in the UK. He works for Sky in Germany. And obviously there was a bid for Willock. Willock. I can't remember what team came in for Willock. I think it might have been Everton. They wanted Willock, Joe Willock, and basically they said no, he's not going because we're already light in midfield. Joe Linton's injured. I think Bruno Guimaraes is still injured. Do you understand? They're very light in midfield. That they said, Willock, you can't leave. So he's saying, why would they let Tonali leave? And he's got 3.5 years left when they already said that they won't let Willock go. That doesn't even make any sense. So they're basically shutting down. So cool, that's just one of many, right? I've just showed you that that's just what he came out with and said, Keith, no problem. Lee Ryder, tier 1 for Arsenal news. That's him in the Emirates, as you can see, and Newcastle. He does Newcastle and Arsenal. It's understood that Newcastle have instantly dismissed any suggestions of Arsenal and Sandro Tonali. No contact whatsoever. So this Plettenberg guy is a fraud. But cool, that's just one. So he's been exposed for that today, that you're an idiot, you're just chatting shit. You tried to drop a news and you got hotted up. We get into the second one now. Look at this. This is what he tried to come out with yesterday. Manchester United tried to hijack Jeremy Jacquet's summer transfer to Liverpool in the last hours, but were unsuccessful. Jacquet already had an agreement in place with Liverpool. Bro, we saw this whole Jacquet thing come out of everywhere. Chelsea were the main runners. He only wanted Chelsea is what we was getting briefed. He only wanted Chelsea. They got their chain snatched by Liverpool because this geezer only wanted Chelsea apparently, yeah? All of a sudden now, Man United's tried to hijack it all of a sudden when the deal was done. And you know what's crazy? That brought back memories for me because something like this has happened already. But I'm going to show you some stuff about him. What I say about Plettenberg is, yeah, this geezer, you only listen to him when he's talking about German stuff because he's in Germany, he works for Sky Germany. He might hear it from a solidified German journalist and then he's just the second one to do it. because no one really is tapped into the German thing. We won't know if he's even the first person. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So he might have like a, not like a Ornstein, but like a Laurie Whitwell over there, someone that just deals with one club, and they might put something on their Twitter, and then by the time Plettenberg puts it out, we only see Plettenberg's one of it. So we just think, okay, maybe Plettenberg is reliable because he said whatever he said, and it turns out to be true. He's not reliable when it comes to the Prem. So you've seen already that this guy's a fraud when it comes to Tonali. Then he said this yesterday, that we was involved, apparently, boom. Look at this now. So that came out, bam. Fabrizio Romano's come out and said this. There were 0 hijack attempts from Manchester United to sign Jeremy Jacquet ahead of Liverpool. Literally just shut him down. You're an idiot. Like Fabrizio Romano has come and said, what is he talking about? But this is the thing about these journalists. They don't call each other out. They will never do that. They'll just say it's wide of the mark, or the reports from blah, blah, blah are fake, etc. As you can see here. Why he could just easily just say, yo, Plettenberg, the reports he's saying are myth. He's just saying, despite a report in Germany, there's been no talks about Tonali. So this guy just chats shit, bro. He just can't stop lying. And guess what? He's done this before. Because I'm here every day, I understand this. I see everything. So it stays in my head like, rah, who's a fraud, who's not? Like I said, Plettenberg, he's okay when it comes to German news. But anything in the Prem, why would the Prem things not know about it? Do you know what I'm saying? So look at this now. So he's come out and said this. As soon as the deal was done, what does he say? Man United tried to hijack it, right? Cool. Look at this now, peoples. Bam. As soon as the deal was done for Isaac, what did he go out and say? On the 1st of August, Manchester United also made an inquiry for Alexander Isaac in recent days, but he turned it down. As soon as it's done, every time the deal is already done and wrapped and we got here we goes, he comes out and throws our name in for no reason. 1st of August, this is what he said. And he's deleted it ever since. So I can't even find it. I had to go and find it on the Man United page. Look, lies. United wouldn't move to him. Stop posting bullshit. He's lying. Everyone already knows this guy's a fraud. Calm down. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Fabrizio came out and said Man United did not go for Isaac. So these guys got to have to keep coming out to put this guy in play. Because he just chats shit, bro. And this is what we're dealing with. And this is why journalists, they're so powerful, and it's a mad job because they can put anything out there that's bullshit, and then you know it's bullshit, and you can call him out on it, but he can just do it again next time. And you will have thousands of people that will take it in and actually believe it. This is what happens. So it's so dangerous, bro. It's so dangerous, that journalist job, man. Because you could just put anything you want out. And as long as you get 1 or 2 right, people will say, he is reliable. He got that right. This is why I stopped following Indy Kaler. Indy Kaler broke the news about Belieber. I can't remember anything else he more or less got right. He said that Sir Jim had an interview. He landed on a plane for Ruben Amorim. That was right. That was it. He went to Carrington on a plane or something. That's it. 2 things out of like 200. He said we bidded for water, and he bidded for so much bullshit that I stopped even following him. And this is what we're dealing with this petty goal. Man United made an inquiry for Isaac, and this came out straight after the deal was done. The same thing like this. This is done. All right, let me put something in there about Man United. They're never going to know anyway. It's done now. He thinks he's smart. Fabrizio shut him down, bro. There was no attempts from Man United. We've got so much centre-backs. We've got Maguire, Lissandro, Yoro, Heaven, De Ligt. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm probably all missing one right now off my head. But we've got centre-backs galore. We're cool. Luke Shaw could play there, left centre-back as well if we really wanted to. We don't need one right now. Our thing is more if Maguire goes, we replace him. That's what's going on. So there you go, my people, man. I just have to show you, look, get that one out the way. Like, this guy's a fraud. Do not take him serious. And I don't listen to these guys. I only listen to him when he links us with German players. When it's Prem to Prem, you're in Sky, doing Sky Germany. You're never going to know what's going on. Never. And all the English people, they're going to know first. How can Newcastle be in contact? How can Arsenal be in contact with Newcastle and not a tier 1 in Arsenal journalist or a tier 1 in Newcastle come out first and say it? But you're going to say it and you're all the way in Germany. How does that make it? That's like Laurie Whitwell or someone coming out and saying Bayer Leverkusen's making a bid for a Dortmund player. That doesn't even make any sense, bro. Bayern Munich, like, it doesn't make any sense. We wouldn't get that drop first. It will be in Germany. It'll be one of them that will deal with it. So he just chats shit anyway, man. It is what it is. So that's this idiot out the way. And then obviously, as you can see, Alex Crooks come out as well and said, yo, unsurprisingly, Arsenal deadline day links with Sandro Tonali are wide of the mark. Unsurprisingly, he's just mocking him. Like, he's saying unsurprisingly, as in, you know, my man just chat shit, basically. He's an idiot. So yeah, man, that's my man out the way anyway. Plettenberg, he's a fraud. Don't ever bring me no rumors in the chat about this guy. Yeah? Unless it's a German player or something we're linked with him, then I'll do a bit more investigating. But if it's not that, I don't even want to hear it because he talks so much rubbish. I don't have no hope in him. You know what I'm saying? And obviously they got beat to it. They got beat to it and they've had to recall this guy from loan. And Chelsea, they got some good PR as well. Their PR is top notch because they always put out, oh, we're cool, we're all right, etc. Even this aggregate page as well is starting to annoy me because, bro, this has got nothing to do with us. This is what I'm saying. Because we're having a kind of a boring day with the transfers. He's putting out there, like, should we sign him on loan? Why does it matter what we should do? Like, we could say we want to sign Vinicius. Who cares? I don't like things like this, man. Just chill, big man. You know what I'm saying? So that's Plettenberg out the way anyway. He's a myth anyway, man. So we'll get into it. I'm going to get into the rest of the news anyway, but Jacquet, we was in for him, we were scouting him, but we never, ever made a bid for him or anything like that. And we never tried to convince him or nothing. We never even went for him. You understand? We've got enough centre-backs, but we're looking at him as one for the future, and we left it as that. So we're going to leave that one day like that and then just call it a day, man. But yeah, these guys just chat shit, man. It is what it is. So when it comes to, obviously, we've still got a few links that came out recently about the transfers, etc. But I don't think anything's going to happen. We've got 3 hours left. Literally, like, it's ending at 7 o'clock. So that's 2 hours and a half now. We've got a few of the young boys going out on loan. We had some talks about this. This is the latest. No, this ain't the latest, but this is one of the stuff that came out. Us monitoring this Stankovic kid, but he's 20 million. Do we want to spend any sort of money? I don't know. I don't think so. You understand? But one thing you got to realize is when you look at our team and you see what we're dealing with Ugarte, bruv. Every time Ugate's on the pitch, we concede. Every time. Bournemouth game, every single game we put on Ugarte, we just concede, bro. And what's crazy about it is as well, it looks like he's actually trying as well. It looks like he's trying. It's not even like he's sitting there and he's just like jogging slow or getting beat. Like, he looks like he tried to stop the cross, but I don't understand. Like, I don't know, man. Every time this Ugarte guy comes on, somehow we just always concede. Always. So Casemiro's pivotal, assisting goals, scoring goals, literally everything. He's so pivotal. So we need him. We need him to play, bro, because it's crazy. But as you can see, let me show you something as well. Where's the Prem? Yeah, look at this. Boom, 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 boom. So this is the Premier League. Then, as you can see, this is what we got to look out for as well. Look, because if we don't get a midfielder, these are the stuff that we got to pre, man. Penalties, award, defense, boom, 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 clean sheets, discipline, red cards, yellow cards. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the yellow cards. Casemiro's on 6. Remember, when he gets 10, he misses 2 games. Remember that, guys. 2 games you got to sit down for, you know. So if he gets 10, he misses 2 games. I think Caicedo's on 27. So Casemiro's got to be on point because, bro, man can't go 2 games with Ugarte, bro. Especially by the time he's got the 10, because if he was to get 4 now and get the 10, that 4 games goes into Newcastle game. And then we got Newcastle, Aston Villa. We're already going to be missing Dorgu. Hopefully no one else goes down injured. But this is the discipline. Obviously, Dorgu's injured, so he's might be all right. But Casemiro's on 6 yellow cards. And if he gets 4 more, when you get to the 10 stage, you start missing 2 games now. When it starts off 5 yellow cards and then you miss 1 game, then it's 10 and then you miss 2. Discipline is crazy. So we need Casemiro to relax, yeah? Because Ugarte for 2 games is crazy. And if Ugarte's got to come off or Kobe's injured, we're looking at Jack Fletcher and these sort of guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what these guys are on. So I don't know, man. But that's what we got to keep an eye on. Like I said, a lot of the mad, you know, Casemiro is one of them guys anyway that gets booked more or less every game. Look at that. Christian Romero's in there. Mosquera's on 9, Romero's in there, but he's playing us on Saturday anyway. So by the time he misses them 2 games, it's nothing to do with us. All 3 of them are Wolves players. 3 Wolves players in there. They might go a game missing it. Caicedo, knew he was going to be in there somewhere. He's on 7. 3 more. We're playing them in April as well, so that's not even going to affect us. Where he might even, by the time he's got that ban, we've already played them. He's already chilled out and played them. But Casemiro is so pivotal to us right now. We can't even let him. We can't even let him go for 1 game. Never mind 2. This is what's going on. So yeah, man, that's what my thing was. My thing was, if we get 1 injury in midfield, we are finished, bro. Even if like we get Casemiro has a flu and Mainu starting with Ugarte, it could work. Who knows? But let's just say one of them's got to come off, or something happens where someone's missing because of yellow cards or something, and then what happens then? We're sitting there when Jack Fletcher. Is this what we're doing there? When you could have went and got someone just to sit on the bench, an Ndidi or someone that's kind of, it's not the best, but it's calm, just doable. They played the Prem, they understand it. They can do the basics. That's all we need, bro. But that's the only 2 anyway that discipline's kind of left is, look, Dorgu and Casemiro. Dorgu's injured and Casemiro. So we should be okay, but Casemiro's got to calm down. And this is what I'm saying. And obviously someone like Casemiro, like against like what, Xavi Simons and them and they're a bit pacey, so he could get a yellow card against Tottenham. I can see it happening. Especially Gallagher and all that. They got a bit of pace on them, so he could get booked. And that, you know, Tottenham, every time we play them, it's like a basketball game. It's up and down. So it could happen. But yeah, man, we need him, man. So that's what I'm saying. 4 more yellow cards, he's in trouble. So just keep your balance, big man, please. When we go back to the stats, you can see everything that's going on. Fouls committed, red cards. Casemiro's got 1. So no one's got 2 red cards yet. Bare Chelsea players must be in here, though. Caicedo, Romero, Cucurella. There's got to be a few Chelsea players. Chalobah, Gusto. I knew there'll be a few of them in there. So yeah, but the discipline thing, we got to hold tight. But that is what's going on. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes, everyone knows his situation with the assist. He's on course to break the record, bro. If he carries on doing what he's doing, he's going to break the record. So look at that. Expected assist, he's leading the way. I think he's a lead. Look, chance created, he's leading the way. Do you know what I'm saying? Big chances created, he's leading the way. This is the Premier League. He's leading all the maddest stats that you need to lead. He's leading them. And then the main one is obviously his foot mob rating. So this is the most rated player on the app. And it's Bruno Fernandes. 7 man in the match performances. Haaland's on 8. So Bruno is technically the best player in the world right now to them in the Premier League right now on this app. You know what I'm saying? Goals and assists together. He's got 21. Look at that. Look at the form. Sorry, 17. I went mad. 17. Semenyo's on 15. Thiago's on 17. Haaland's on 25. He's in mad form, bro. Mad form. And people always want to diss him when he just, you get me? I know he moans a lot. He throws his arms around. It does get annoying sometimes. Sometimes like, blood, stop complaining. But, bro, he does what he needs to do, man. This is a proper player. Look at the assists. He's on course to break the assist. 20 assists, and he's got 14 games. And man, I'm forgetting, Bruno, not only, I think he got his first assist against Anfield. That's when his first assist came against Anfield. Not only that, and that was game week 8, apparently. And not only that, this guy was out for 3 weeks with a hamstring or whatever it was. He was out for 3 weeks and he still come back. Imagine he didn't miss them 3 weeks. Aston Villa, second half, all them set pieces we had, all them free kicks and that. All them games he missed. Think about it. Different. No one's even close to him. And they're trying to link him with this guy, this older guy. Allow it, man. Stop it, please. Stop it. So yeah, man, he's on course, man. 8 more, he matches the record. 9 more, he breaks the record. He's got 14 games to do it. And we got West Ham after, we got Tottenham, West Ham, and I think Everton after that. So, bruv, we've got some games where he could, not that he's going to do it straight away, but if we're looking at like March, maybe April, he might have already beat it. Because this guy, the amount of chances we miss as well. Harry Maguire, the first minute against Man City, header onto the bar. There's so much. Dorgu, he went when he beat against Burnley and he got cleared off the line. This guy has created so much chances and people don't finish. But it is what it is. Even in Mbeumo against City, we thought it was offside. He wasn't. There's so many. But I reckon he breaks it. But it just don't go too mad though. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't be out here just trying to get them. Just do what you do naturally and it will come. You take all the set pieces anyway, it will come. But big up Bruno, man. He's doing what he needs to do. But these are the stats of the Premier League, man. So my thing is, bruv, I'm cool what they're doing because I understand they're trying to go for their long-term targets only. But bro, you need a midfielder. Because if one midfielder gets injured or gets a red card, we are doomed. Mason Mount, every other game, this guy's injured again. He's getting a knock or he's got a flu. So even that player to go in the 10 position, who do we put in there? Do we try and put someone like Mbumo in there, Cunha? It doesn't even make any sense if Mason Mount's injured as well. So it's a bit crazy. So it's up and down. So we'll see what happens, man. But like I said, we were linked with this geezer, 20 million. There was bare reports that we might be willing to say something, man. And obviously, scouts attending is very good when it comes to scouts. They will tell every team, it will tell you, yep, Arsenal was scouting this guy. Man United, they're reliable when it comes to scouting. And then Matteo Moretto works with Fabrizio Romano. So whatever he says is basically from Fabrizio. And he said, yo, Man United are looking at this geezer. It's £20 million. I think Real Madrid or Inter Milan have got a buyback clause, but I don't think they want to take it. So this is like when you look at midfield, every single person has been rooted out. Ruben Neves, they said that we wanted him. 20 million, no problem. But his wages didn't want to drop it. So now he's on course to sign a new contract with Al Hilal because he didn't want to drop his money like that. He's on 300 something K. We've obviously offered him under 180 or something, and he's gone, nah, he still probably wants a 200 or something, and no one ain't going to give him that. This is why he hasn't got to move. And this is what I always say to you, lot. Nobody from Saudi I've ever seen leave Saudi and come to the Prem. It doesn't make sense. The Prem, everyone's trying to pay 200K a week max. And that's even bad, depending on who you are. Obviously, Arsenal pay some mad wages. I think Havertz on 280, Martinelli's on like 230 or something like that. But Chelsea and Man United especially, they're not trying to pay nothing over 180. Cunha and Mbumo, both on 150. Lenny Euro's on 115, etc. You work your way up. The same way Liverpool used to do some good wages and then they work their way up where you win the league and then you're winning Champions Leagues or you're fighting for the big titles and everything, then we'll up your wage. That's why Salah and Van Dijk are on 400K because they've earned it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how you got to be. But obviously, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens, bro. But I just can't see us doing anything. I'll be real. And my thing is, if we fuck it up because we get an injury or we get the midfield gets exposed a bit more because one person, then, bro, we've got only ourselves to blame. So that's where I look at the Ineos and that and be like, what the fuck are you not doing? Just get someone to just chill for 4 months. Get Ndidi, any of them. Loftus-Cheek. Who cares? 4 months, bro. And then say safe. See you later. But this is a geezer that we've been linked with. So I don't know, man. Stankovic, we'll see. I'll get these comments in a minute, my peoples. Make sure you're smashing the likes, man, like we do every day. You know this, the Metric community. Let's get it, man. We got the stuff about Rashi, of course. Rashi, we don't know what's going to happen with this geezer. There's bare talk coming out about Carrick wants to keep him, blah, blah, blah. But I don't even think that's true, to be honest, because why will Carrick be talking about what he's going to do if he keeps the job yet when he's 3 games in? He's got 14 left. So I think it's just like he's been asked or they're looking at it and saying, oh, he's playing the academy players. You can see that he's played Mainu every game. He would want him back because he ain't got a problem with him. That was more an Amrin. That was him and Amrin's beef. But I can't see Rashford coming back. He wants to stay there. This is what's being said that we want to keep him. More reports are coming out about this, by the way. This is just one, Mundo Deportivo, which is good for Spanish news. And they're saying that obviously Barca have got, if they trigger that 30 million euros purchase clause, then they have to sell. But they've been chatting shit. They've been saying, no, we want to drop the money down to about 18 million pounds and that. So they've been talking mad. So maybe we're putting out these reports in purpose that, yeah, we want to keep Rashford. So then it's like you can't negotiate nothing because we don't mind keeping him. So if you don't want to pay the money we're asking for, see you later, brother. So maybe that's the situation. But Rashford's got 10 goals, 10 assists. He's thriving over there. He loves it. Said it's a dream move. Hansi Flick's come out already and said that he wants him to stay. It's 30. So I can't see why he would not stay there. I think he's definitely going to go there. Even if we get into Champions League, it will be more like he wouldn't mind coming back if that happens, but I don't think he will. I think he will stay over there. He's fighting for titles. The mentality is going to be mad different over there, where they just got to win every game. You know what I'm saying? You come back to Man United, you don't know who the manager is. It's just up and down. Who knows? Obviously, this I showed you like this yesterday. Garnacho's got them having a madness over there. I don't want to share it again, but Garnacho was stressing the man. They started off saying they robbed Man United. Nah, that's just that. So this is some more. This is GB Sands. Barcelona news, and he said the same thing more or less. Although Man United won him back, Barcelona will pay the option, the 30 million euros. So, but Rashford seems like he's fully gone, man, and that's 300k off the books. So Casemiro's 300k off the books. Sancho, that's about 275, 300, whatever. Champions League, it goes up and down. Sancho, that's gone. And then you got Rashford. Bro, come on, man. What are we looking at? That's like an 850k off the books alone. And then you're going to get players that are more hungry, Belieber, Andersons, etc. And you give them, what, a 150, 180? Like, come on. It's good business, but we need to really... Obviously, everyone's been saying we're going to have a midfield overhaul. We're going to go big. Fabrizio's word, trust me. Man United will go big. And then we're obviously linked with left wingers as well. You've seen the Yan Diamande reports. Njai obviously went in for Semenyo. And that's what basically showed our hand that we wanted a left winger that was meant to be here for the long term. And then since then, it's been Njai, Diamande, and someone else has been linked with the left wing spot as well. Rafael Leao and all of that. I saw Tyreek George as well, but that was April Fools. April Fools on the wrong month. So yeah, Rashford's more or less gone. You might as well just call it that. That was obviously the protest. This is more stuff about it, empty promises, exploiting the fans, blah, blah, blah. I always say the same thing. Unless we bother their money, they're never going to do anything, bro. This is what I'm saying. Not saying let's not protest, because man's going to show up regardless. Man, love United, it is what it is. But unless you're bothering their money, and their main thing, the Glazers, is there is an NFL stadium, Tampa Bay, whatever it's called. That's their main hustle. Man United is the side hustle for them. Tampa Bay, they go in there weekly, watching, supporting, like on the field, everything. That's their hustle. So unless we get on American TV or something and it's affecting them with Tampa Bay, and then it's like, oh shit, look, they hate him. I remember, we've got a lot of fans in America as well. A lot of fans, even content creators. You see a lot of Man United American ones now that have come out of nowhere. They should really be making up beer noise where it's getting out there. If it gets out there with all these protests, or we're doing something, because I remember once we stopped the Liverpool game. They wouldn't let the Liverpool bus go through, and then they had to stop the game and reschedule it. Do you know what I'm saying? I think after we rescheduled it, we got moved to. But yeah, it is what it is. But this is what I'm saying. Stuff like that hit the news. Man United and Liverpool postponed because protests against the Glazers. That will hit every news. Do you understand? So that's the stuff that people got to do, man. People got to do mad stuff. Until that happens, there's no point. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. They'll just see, yeah, people are protesting. It is what it is. Look at that. Never celebrate too early, man, against United, man. Look at that, my man. My man did score a screamer, I'll be real. That was a screamer. I put a video out this morning of the Fulham fans all crying, and the first thing you see is his screamer, because the Fulham fans took a video of it. So go and watch that after this if you want. Go and see it, you'll see it. He scores a screamer. Big, good goal, man. And then obviously, look at that. Not even 2 minutes later, bam, same thing here. That's one thing we're getting resilient with. You got to give it to them. We're getting very resilient that we're bottling the leads, and then we're just going for it again straight away. We bottled the lead against Arsenal, 2-1 up for like 20 minutes, bam. Same thing with Fulham. We were 2-0 up till the last 10 minutes, bottled it, straight in, bam, bam. That the mentality is getting mad now. Remember, the mentality was already getting better, that we was coming back into games. Like, look at Nottingham Forest. We're 1-0 up, second half, 2-1 in like 3 minutes. 2-1 down. And then we brought it back 2-2 and nearly won it with Ahmad last minute. And then you look at Tottenham, 1-0 up, 2-1 down in the space of like 5 minutes. It just keep getting hit so quick. And then we brought it back in the last minute. That was draws. Now, it's getting brought back to draws against Arsenal and Fulham, and we're winning now. It's like we got that in us now. All right, cool. You don't think, yeah? All right, boom. I'm going in there and actually winning. So, yeah, man, big up the guys, man. They're doing their thing. And, yeah, look at them. Just don't celebrate against the man them. Wait till the final whistle, because you never know what's going to happen. Obviously, Silva's always complaining. This guy never stops complaining, bro. Every time we faced him, he's always got something to say. Last time, he exposed our tactics and this guy didn't even win the game. You would have thought he won the game the way him and Iwobi came up. Yeah, we knew what to do in the midfield. We overcrowded it. Trust me, like, you drawed. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened last time. Now he's come out and he's basically crying. Second half was better, blah, blah, blah. They gave a horrendous decision, and then they had to make something else up. And bro, the Fulham fans are crying. When I tell you they're crying, they keep talking about big six bias, etc. You should have had a penalty with Mbumo. I don't understand them. That's the boy, obviously, Bruno. I've showed you, look that. Look at that. That's it all in one, basically. Everything that he's got. I didn't even see the through balls. Chances created by open play. So every argument someone will have, because I might say, oh, he takes the corners. That's what it is. He's only got 7 assists from corners. The rest is actual assists. From set pieces, sorry. So that could be when he laid it off for Mason Mount and then he banged it in against Crystal Palace on a free kick. That could be scoring a free kick against Bournemouth. That could be what he done yesterday with Casemiro. It don't necessarily have to be corners, because Arsenal fans are getting mad now. Like, oh, you lot talk about corners, like, shut up. And then you can see everything else. Through balls, chances created, from open play, big chances created. It doesn't matter, bro. This guy does it all. And he's having the season of his life. He's getting older and it is what it is. Jamie Carragher more or less basically just apologized, said, bro, it's fair to say the football has not left the boy Casemiro, yeah? Because you can see what my man's doing. He's doing loads. What, so the Tonali thing's true now? Man said Ornstein Bomber. What are you talking about? Are you gemming it or not? Offered to Arsenal by agent. Okay, so Plettenberg's actually got that one right then. He's got one right. Offered to Arsenal by agent, so Arsenal explored, but no contact with Newcastle. Nothing will happen this window. 25-year-old camp put idea to Andre Berta, so looked into. They're finished. They are finished. Newcastle are finished. They're gonna go mad on him, you know. Are you forgetting what happened? Look, no one can believe it. No way this is real. Why didn't we try to contact Newcastle? Loan with obligation to buy. Why would you? So his agent wanted him to go Arsenal. We're massive. Arsenal not interested. Oh my days. Bro, Newcastle fans are going to be onto him. Remember, he came for 10 months. He was out on a ban for the betting thing. And then it's not been, you get me? Remember, you got to remember where Newcastle are, you know. They're not that team. They think they're their team. They think they're up there. They think they're like, yeah, because they've made Champions League a few times now. They think, but bro, look at them in the table, bro. Look at them in the table. Hey, Amma, big up yourself. And Indicator is a troll. Indicator is definitely a troll. Forget about Indicator. I don't want to see no Indicator bombers. Yeah, Ornstein's cool. But look at Newcastle in the table. Amma, love for the bomber though. But look at that. Newcastle in the table are not looking scary. 33. They've got one of the worst away records this season. They've only won 2 games away against Burnley and Everton. That's it. Everyone else they've lost to. Look at their form. They've lost their last 2 games and drew one. Drew with Wolves 0-0. Bro, they're literally from top 4. They're what? How much points are we ahead of them? What's that there? Is that 11 points? We're 11. No, that's not 11 points. It is, we're 8 points away. 8 points on top of them in top 4. And then you've got to remember, you've got Liverpool, Chelsea, Aston Villa still. And they've still got to play a lot of us. Obviously, we still got to go and play them. I think they still got to play Chelsea. They played Liverpool twice now. They lost both times. Who else have they got to play? I think they still got to play Arsenal. They still got to go to the Emirates. Bruv, come on, man. So Tonali's probably looking at it and saying, bro, I came from Italy to come and play some good football here, bro. I'm here, I'm chilling, and then, bruv, nothing ain't going on. No, man, ain't even going to make the Champions League, but the Newcastle fans are going to be onto him because they had a lot of patience for him. And they think they're so bigger than they are. That's the difference. They're going to be onto him, I'll be real. The Newcastle fans are going to go mad on this one because they're going to say, bruv, we're losing all of our players, blah, 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 etc. So they are going to be onto him. Let me see what they're saying here. But I can't believe that Plettenberg got one, right? Look at this. Look, I put NUFC, look. Mass exodus incoming this summer. Big names leaving for clubs with more ambition. Sad to see. Look, I've just put NUFC, bro. It's not going to happen, though. Newcastle close for business. Mint. That's really helpful of his agent. Really not a good look. Holy, I'm actually seeing things about Newcastle in the transfers. Bro, it's crazy. Crazy. Still wants out. Newcastle's team been padded. They're going to lose a lot of the players. Just bring Just bring Bruno Guimaraes over here, please. Yeah, just bring him over here. So he's instructed his agent to start testing the waters for a move. Don't blame him. He looks fed up. Another Isaac saga. Oh, my days. Bruv, we should go in for Tonali. Why are we not going in for Tonali? He's a baller. We go in for Tonali in that midfield. Casemiro replacement. And you go and get a Belieber and with them man there as well. Get a Anderson or someone or a Belieber and Tonali. Aye, different. But yeah, bro, they're going to be pissed. He's off in the summer. Perfect for sports lovers. Never miss a game. It's crazy. Oh, my days. Ornstein, you know. That's the only guy man believe. I don't believe none of these other guys like that. Ornstein. Safe. So that's the one thing Plettenberg's got right. I got to put my hand up. Plettenberg got that right. But you can see all the other journalists came out and shut it down and said it's a myth. But obviously, everything about us, he gets wrong. So let's get that right. Let's go straight into my bookmark so I can let you know exactly what I'm talking about. Look, Wider Mark, Sandro Tonali, Alex Crook, who rose with Ben Jacobs. This was gas after Isaac's obviously signed and then Fabrizio came out. And this was gas. So anything about Man United, take it with a pinch of salt. But other clubs, I might stay out of it. I might say this guy ain't a fraud. You know what I'm saying? Tonali, look, myth, Arsenal. Keith Downey, not tier 1. Him and Craig Hope are tier 1 when it comes to Newcastle. And they said they had no approach. So, boy, I got to apologize for that one. I got to get it out of my thing. So he was right with this, boy. I'm taking out of my bookmarks. It's crazy. But yeah, Ornstein Bomber with that one here, man. So look at this now. Look at this talk from Ben Jacobs now. He's gone on the United stand, of course, as he does. And he says, look, there's been interest in Manuel Ugarte. There's a chance that he now departs with Kobe Mainoo introduction back in the team and being higher in the pecking order. Ajax tried for Ugarte, but United shut it down. Lazio, Leverkusen have shown interest. Bro, there's loads of teams in for him. Galatasaray tried. Ajax tried. Now I'm hearing about Lazio and Leverkusen, which is lovely. But what I know what's going to happen with the way Ugarte is, he's a goner in the summer. He's a summer one. I think right now we're looking at it and saying, let's just keep everyone we can. We're not going to go out there and try to do a madness and pay some money for some people for no reason, etc. So what we do is, let's just keep the squad how it is. I want them to get a midfielder because this guy, every time he's on the pitch, we can see somehow. I can't even see how we do it. But there's teams in for him, which is good. You know how we've had players that no one literally wants them. We get to the window and we're like, no one wants these guys. Like Sancho, he had to go on deadline day on a loan. No one was coming for him. And everyone that did come for him, Juventus and all of that, there was never it was always the salary, we're not going to pay this or that. There was always obstacles. Ugarte was going to go on loan, but how does that help us, him going on loan to Ajax, Galatasaray? That just makes us weaker. So it makes sense for us to say, you know what, don't send him on loan, keep him, unless someone comes with a big money now. And then I don't even know if we'll do it now, because look, we've only got, 2 hours left till the window's open now. How are you going to go and get someone now? So it wouldn't even make any sense. But it's good to see there's teams after him. And summertime, I reckon Ugarte and Joshua Zirkzee are gone. Remember, Malacia, Sancho, Casemiro, Maguire, and Carrick, all their contracts run out in May, regardless. Even if Carrick's going to be the manager, his contract runs out, they've got to give him another one. So all 5 of them. Maguire is the only one I kind of think might get a new contract. Do you understand? Malacia's definitely gone. They've blocked his transfer today because of the Dorgu injury, but he's more or less gone in the summer. His contract's done. Casemiro's already said he's leaving. Sancho's never coming back. Once his loan's done, see you later, pal. And yeah. And Ugarte will get sold. Maybe Dallo becomes a squad player properly now, where he can come off the bench, or he just gets sold. Who knows? We'll see how ruthless they are, because remember, they've got that thing that Omar Barada came out and he said, you got 18 months to 2 years to play for Man United now. If you are not good in that 18 months, we're selling you. You cannot have 18 months off, basically. That's what they're saying. So Dallo has been shit for longer than 18 months, but he's on and off. He has 1 or 2 weird games where he's good. He's been good recently, to be honest. He ain't really done nothing that you'll be like, raw, Dallo. Apart from Man City, where he could have took off the Doku thing, where he could have messed up the whole thing for us, he's been good. But yeah, that's Ugarte anyway. And this guy, every time he comes on the pitch, we concede, bro. It's crazy. But Casemiro can only really last 65, 70 minutes. We can't really keep him on longer than that. if we want the best out of him. So he has to come on, he brings energy, but we always concede. And it's not even like I see him getting nutmegged or every time he loses, man, we just concede somehow. Somehow we concede. I can't even blame it on him because it's not like I'm seeing him do mistakes, but we just somehow concede, bro. It's so mad. So that's Ugarte anyway, but I reckon he's gone somewhere. We'll leave it for now. Summertime, I reckon he's definitely gone. Yeah, like he'll stay for now because there's no point going out there and getting him thing. But summertime, he's missing. Where's the what's this? They're comparing it with Saka. Safe. They're mocking him. So yeah, this is the things about Malacia, man. Look at that. Malacia was on his way to Turkey. This geezer was on the plane, everything apparently. And then they phoned him and said, yo, big man, you got to come back. It's like, how did you take you so long to realize that? But basically, a meeting between Malacia's agents took place this morning with the decision influenced by Dorgu's injury. Obviously, Dorgu's out for 10 weeks. It might not even be that, but they're looking at it and saying, yo, if Luke Shaw gets a little knock, which he always kind of used to do, what happens then? So you've got to look at it. It is kind of, when you think about it, Harry Yamaz is injured. He's got a hamstring and he was on loan anyway. Diego Leon, I don't think he's ready, clearly. So who's next apart from Luke Shaw? Yeah, you could say Mazarari. Yeah, you could say Dalot could play on the left, but if Dalot's a right back and he's our starting right back and you've got Mazarari that can take over Luke Shaw, the same thing I'm saying before. Let's just say Luke Shaw gets injured and then Mazarari's on a yellow card against a good defender. Brad, you got to take him off or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much hassle, bro. We're not like Arsenal where we got a whole team of versatile players. Like, yeah, Lissandro could play as a left back, but you wouldn't really want him to play there. It's not his best position. And I remember that time he was basically as a left back and what's his name? We lost the 7-0 that day, remember? And he got turned upside down, literally left, right by Salah. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't want him as no left back. So Malacia, your thing is, bro, you're leaving as a free on June. You're getting your money for now. I know you wanted to go and play and you could hopefully get the World Cup or whatnot. But big man, you got to stay for now because we haven't got enough cover. So Malacia, you're the backup to Luke Shaw. Maybe Mazarari is, but it's like just in case. We need a backup for each. So Dalot, you got Mazarari. Malacia, you got Luke Shaw. Bam. And then centre-backs, we've got so many. We don't have to talk about the cover there. It's only the midfield. Up front, Sesko don't need to start. It could be Cunha. If it's not Cunha, it can be Mbumo. In the two wingers, Ahmad, Cunha, Mbumo, Mount could play on the wing. It's so many options, bro. Xerxes, like, man, we're not even thinking about. Shea Lacey. You know what I'm saying? But that midfield is the only thing. Casemiro and Mainu, one of them comes off is Ugarte. And if Ugarte comes off now or something, or one of them gets ill or something, Jack Fletcher. That's where we go wrong. That's where it's peak. So we'll see, my peoples, man. But that's Malacia. He ain't going nowhere. Yeah. Man United stance was if they do nothing in January window, then that was always their plan. So if quiet, then the eyes are on the summer for the midfield revamp. The club also have to be compliant with PSR this season without European football. We hear this every single year, bro. We ain't got no money. PSR. They stun everyone. Remember that. We didn't think we had any money. Everyone was saying, Man United, they're going to buy it. They bought Cunha. They bought in Cunha. They're in for Mbumo, and then they got a sell to get a striker. That's what everyone thought. I thought it. I believed it. Because we tried to get the lap. And then the lap obviously chose Chelsea. Thank God. And then we have to sell to get a striker. And then bam, what happened? We went and got Sesko. So these guys, they just finesse everyone. They got secret credit cards, loans, and they got loads going on. So I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to none of this no more, PSR, because they were putting all this before. Man United have to sell to buy. They have to sell. And then we just went bananas and bought Sesko. And it's like, where did that come from? And then Laman's come in. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. We turned down the loan deal. We agreed a loan deal with Cherry to go to Rotherham instead of getting a permanent offer to Real Betis. So we can see something in him. Because you've seen in the last couple of days, we've been letting a lot of our young boys go on permanents. Loads of them. We've been letting them go on permanent. So for us to say, yo, we don't want you to go on Real Betis on a permanent, we'll let you go on loan, then that shows we've got something there. We can see a little something in him where he can be a little someone in the future. So big him up, man. Big him up. That's the same thing I just more or less showed you about Ugarte. Carrick would have been happy with the squad being strengthened, but he's understood from the start that he's not the permanent manager. Carrick has held recruitment meetings. However, within those meetings, they only looked at short-term options for the midfield. Should Xerxes have departed, they might have gone in the market for an attacker as well. It was always been said it's going to be 1v1. If one goes, then one will come in, etc. Xerxes, there was all these talks that he's agreed terms with Roma. He agreed terms with Roma. Juventus wanted him as well, but we had a lot of injuries, and then he got injured. So literally, I think if he wasn't injured at the time they will come back, maybe something would have happened because we had a lot of time when the AFCON boys came back on the 18th, 17th, 15th. But because they've been injured, because he was injured himself, it's like, you can't do nothing. You ain't going to pass no medical yourself. So that was what's going on. Let me get a few of these comments anyway, my peoples, man, and then we'll get into the rest of the news, man. Smash the likes, man, if you're in here, man. You know we're always here. Metric community, my peoples. Large up Metch. Glinius played us. I'm not even waiting for the signing. People, hit the like on your way in. Subscribe to the Metric community. Big up yourself, man. United Manda, man. I hope you're good, bro. Smash the likes, my peoples. Actually, Ineos always said they're happy with the team. They said it's 3 months before the January transfer window. They will feel the team is good enough to get Europe. Yeah, they did say that for real. But, bro, if we get a one midfield gets injured, it's a crisis. That's what I'm going to say. It's a madness. Ugarte, I don't know what's up with him, but we're always conceding. Metric community, big up yourself, peoples. We need Belieber ASAP. Belieber, though. No one will give them credit, of course. People got their own agenda, not want to listen. The club says they're defending them, but need to get their head. Yeah, it's true. I hear you with that one. They did say it from early. If we get injuries, you'll change the tune. We'll be fine even with injuries. Not in midfield. Not in midfield, Charlie. Not in midfield, 100%. Yeah, he's a clickbait man. For Man United now, anyway. I saw it for Tonali. I said, let me bring you another story to show you. But it seems that the Tonali one was true. You get me? It feels like it was true. We have gotten down to the last 14 games with this team. We should not finish the season with this team. Have rejected Tonali. This is what I'm saying. This is what I thought of having 8 players gone at once. People need to relax. We had 8 players gone at once and we drew that whole time. That was the times that we drew. We was drawing. The only time we won out of that 8 points was the Newcastle game, I think it was. When we had the 8 people gone. No Bruno Fernandes against Newcastle. No Mbumo. No Ahmad. We had so much man goss. And then Dorgu scored and we suffered that game. Ruben Amorim voice. We had to suffer. Trust me. We're not signing anyone. Glazer and Ineos out. Didn't I tell you about this guy? He's rubbish 8 months ago. Worried about the drop-off from Casemiro. Bro, it's crazy. I don't understand how it's so big, though. Expect a quiet day. Euro, another centre-back. We're only going in the market for long-term. Yeah, that's what's being said a few times, to be honest. If one of our long-term targets becomes available, I see that one there about Mateta. So I don't know what's going on with him, but that's a joke. I feel bad for Malacia. I can't believe the club blocked his move. The club yanked it. Yeah, but bro, we need some cover. Someone like Luke Shaw's having the form of his life, but say he drops off, what happens then? You know Luke Shaw. He's never gone this long without injury. This is the most games he's ever played in a season. If he drops off, what happens then? We need Malacia, man. Dorgu's not here. Big up yourself, Kai. If we fail to get Champions League, it's on the club, running the club. Can't even get a loan. That's what I'm saying. Get someone to just sit on the bench. Ndidi, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Anyone. Just chill on the bench, big man. If Casemiro 60 minutes, give him a little time. That's it. And if we get someone that's got a flu, bring him in. That's what I'm saying. I'm on that, but maybe, I don't know, people are asking for too much money or something. I don't know. Amma, love for that. Amma's the one that bust me on the Ornstein bomber. If I didn't see this, I wouldn't have known about Tonali. So big up yourself. Real Betis tried to buy. Yeah, I just put that up on the screen. Indicator is a troll. Definitely a troll. Definitely. Read what my mama says. Amma, nothing is expected until the summer. I hope we are in the running too. What, Tonali? I think because that's come out now, people think, rah, what, his agent's out there pushing him like that? Maybe we go and speak to him. Let me have a look about Tonali. I know he's probably about, what, 27? Is he off age? Let me have a look about him now. Look, 25. 25. You know what I'm saying? His contract runs out in 2028, so he's still got 2 years. You know what I'm saying? 2 years and a half, if anything. CM/DM, and he's in the greens a bit, man. You know his thing, man. He's got beer energy. He does what he needs to do. 84% chances created. Bro, he's got beer energy. Ruben would have loved someone like Tonali. Look at that. He's in the greens. Even against us, he wasn't too bad, etc. But bro, it's brewing. He's gonna leave. And if he's being offered to Arsenal, that's crazy. Everyone's going to hear about that, and people might actually look at him and go in for him. But I can't see where he actually goes in for Arsenal. Where does he even go in for? It doesn't even make sense. What, Marino's injured for a month or two? It doesn't even make any sense. Like, what? You have him in the midfield. You got Rice, Zubamendi. So what is he? Just depth. You don't get to play every game. He comes off the bench. I don't understand that. Why you would want to even go there? That wouldn't even make no sense to me. Unless he's trying to get a payout. Say, yeah, you know what? I want to go somewhere, get my money up, and then boom, boom, boom. It doesn't even make any sense. But, bro, he's trying to get out of there, man. He's really trying to get out of there. And Newcastle fans, like I said to you, they're going to be panicking because they know they're not a big club. They got a reality check already. Remember, this summer that just went, the transfer window gave them a reality check because everyone was dissing them. Mbumo, cheers. Cunha, cheers. James Trafford, cheers. Who else did they go in for? João Garcia, cheers. There were so many. They was dissing them that they've ended up with where Alanga and all these men now that they've ended up with, and now they're dissing them. Alanga still ain't scored a goal, bro. Man went for 55 million, and I don't think he's even scored a goal. Let's have a look. Has Alanga even scored a goal yet? I don't even think he has, but no one even cares because you're not even a big club. This is what I'm saying. Look at this. That's his last 10 games. 0. No assists, no goals. His last 10 games. And then before that, 10 games before that, look at that. 1 assist against Everton when they won 4-1. So in 20 games, he's got 1 assist. 20 games. And then before that, look at that. 10-10, nothing. 30 games, he's got 1 assist. In 30 games, he's got 1 assist. This is Alanga. And then he's got 1 goal. This is for Sweden. He hasn't even scored. And then this goes into pre-season. He's got 1 goal in 30 games. Alanga. Look at that. Look at that. Look. 31 goals. 31 games. He's got 0 goals. £55 million. But you robbed Manchester United. And we got our little sell-on clause. Crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. This is what I'm saying. They're not... Bro, come on, man. And they still got to do a playoff for that. They still got to have the playoff for the Champions League as well. It's looking dark over there, man. A lot of their main players are going to leave. And they're just going to be stuck with loads of scrubs because they can't get their first choices. And Mbumo said no. Cunha said no. Ekitike said no. Isaac forced to move. Bro, it's been dark for them, bro. It's been dark. I rate Harvey Barnes. Gordon's been weird, but he ain't really scored as well. I thought Gordon was doing bits for them, but they've been saying he went 20 games without a goal or something before. So like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So no, 1. 4 GA in the last 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But at one stage they were saying he went 20 games or something without a goal or something. I don't know. But I rate Gordon. I like him. I like the way he plays, but he's a counter-attack player, innit? You know how it is. And we got a lot of them. But, bruv, I reckon they lose their good players. Someone like Harvey Barnes might leave. Someone like Tonali and Bruno Guimaraes. That is their main man. But he ain't going to stay there for long, bro. If they're going on this trajectory, they're not even making Champions League. They're not even close to Champions League at this time, bro. I can't see anything happening. Do you know what I'm saying? Look, they've got the semi-final, on the 4th of Feb, which is obviously in 2 days. They're 2-0 down. They're going to the Etihad. Can they bring back some joy? But that's the team that they're putting out that they should play because of their injuries. They got a few injuries. And my man, their manager, Eddie Howe, which I kind of used to rate him, now he's been a bit weird. He's gone out there, bought 2 strikers, and you don't start them. He went out there, played Liverpool with no strikers. Like, he does some weird stuff. But yeah, that's them anyway. Hopefully, we can be in this race with Tonali, bro. That's all I'm going to say, because Ornstein don't drop bombs for no reason. And that is going to unsettle not the Newcastle players, the Newcastle team, and especially their fans. It's going to be like, rah, Tonali's leaving. They're all trying to get out of here because they thought they were bigger than they was. When Newcastle, we get Champions League every year. We got the richest owners, but you can't attract no players. And now you're 10th. Come on, man. You're 10th, bro. So it's peak for them. I'll be real. Yeah, it's gonna look mad. So let them just finish out of this. Let them finish 8th and under or something. It's going to be an exodus for real. It's going to go dark for them. But yeah, let's get into the rest of the news, my peoples, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me get a few more of these comments, actually, because there's loads of them. My boy, Metch, how you doing, brother? Double I. Big up yourself, man. I hope you're good, man. I would love for United to throw a bid for Tonali now. Everyone would. I can't lie. We might go for him in the summer. That's what I'm saying. Now that that's come out, we could go for him. But what would Newcastle charge us, though? They'll want an arm and a leg. They'll want about 70 million or something. That's the thing. Do you listen to Michael Silverpot? Bro, he's always saying something. Remember, he came out in the first game we played them at Craven Cottage, him and Iwobi, all giddy. Yeah, we knew how to suffocate the midfield, and you drew. You never won the game. So now they've lost the game. He's talking some rubbish. VAR made it up. Bruv, I had to do a video this morning. Go on my channel after this. I've got a video of Fulham fans crying in the video, literally. Oh, big six bias. VAR, that don't happen nowhere apart from Old Trafford. Blah, blah, blah. That's all they're saying. Big six bias and all that. Nothing to do with us. Man United family. Philip, big up yourself, man. I hope you're good, man. Malacia was on his way to Turkey before the clubs even agreed he was ready to leave. Yeah, it went mad. Summer window starts. Rashford and Rasmus Højlund sold. Yeah, we are not getting any new players. Carrick should be the permanent manager. Carrick steering the club in the right direction. I'm still going to wait for that one there. Indeed, he gets done in 2 hours. Easy. Who do you want, Belieber or Anderson? I don't know, because I think Belieber plays like a winger in midfield, up and down. Yeah. Belieber's a ball carrier as well, but Anderson does everything. He wins the duels. He's good at passing. He creates chances. Belieber's more going to take the ball and run with it. You get it? And just do the nice pass and clean up. You see, like when you get a corner, Belieber will stand outside the box because he's got the pace to catch them if they try to break through, and he could just get a shot away. So he's one of them guys. And our team, our Man United team member, is becoming a pacey team. We're trying to go back to the old school United DNA where it's pacey. So it could be Belieber and it could be Anderson. It could be both. You know what I mean? It could be both. And Mainu, we got mad depth. Mainu, Belieber. We get another, who knows? So we'll see. Get me Nico Williams at Manchester United. He's a baller. Who? Oh, the Athletic Club one. I thought you were talking about the Nottingham Forest one. I'm about to say who? My man that handballed it. Saving shots and that. Different. Belieber over Anderson. Belieber wants United. He'll give it from the club. Anderson wants City. We don't know if Anderson wants City. That's not been certified. I'll be real. Stay tuned. My links said we're getting something done. Yeah, let me know, man. Let me know. Let me know what your links say about that. United to get Anderson, Belieber, and Stiller. We get those three in the summer. We're making me happy. Yeah. Tonali's just another Ugarte. No way, man. You don't rate Tonali. Tonali's a baller. Ahmad's got a hamstring injury. Yeah, it's crazy. And he didn't even get to kick a ball for them, you know. One training session. Sad, man. Sad. Let's get into the rest of the news. What else he said? Look, he speaks about Xerxes and says United didn't really give a fuck, basically, about his minutes, about World Cup. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's going to leave the squad short. So Xerxes at the moment, a squad player, but it was the club decision to block any move. However, Xerxes has had a good relationship with Carrick since day one and offers something different to other forwards. I can't see Xerxes getting a game unless we're like 4 or 5-0 up. I swear to you. Xerxes, for me right now, is like, I'm looking at it like it's like an academy player trying to get his debut. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, we're not going to give him no game unless we know, all right, we're trying to find a goal and we've got to the 85th minute, we need to change something, throw Xerxes on, it's something different, goal score. Or it's we're 3-4-0 up, we're comfortable, it's the 85th minute, 80th minute, we're 3-0 up, it's calm. Xerxes gone, get on the pitch, give my man his rest, let him get his standing ovation, Cunha or whoever's coming off. That's how I see it. I can't see Xerxes starting unless we got injuries. And this is what I'm saying. That's why they're keeping these guys. They're saying, well, we're not going to leave ourselves short. I remember Xerxes, he is versatile. He can play in different positions. He can play up front. He can play in the 10. He can play probably on the wing. Who knows? So they're probably like, you know what? We'll keep all the options we can till summer. Then we'll just get rid of everyone. Xerxes definitely gone in the summer. Let's be real. They'll look at that one as a miss because every single manager that's had him hasn't really played him. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Obviously you get hits and misses. I like Xerxes, but I don't think he suits what they would. And you got to remember, even now, we're trying to do this counter-attack, this pacey Manchester United DNA thing where as soon as we just get the ball, boom, we're direct. Xerxes not direct. He ain't got pace like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Remember when he first come, like, he's getting caught by everyone. He's leaving the ball. He's running without the ball. Aston Villa, Villa Park. Remember, he's running, the ball's behind him. Everyone's like, what are you doing? So he hasn't got the pace. So I don't think it suits him unless, like I said, last 10 minutes, we're breezing out a team or Carrick's out of ideas. What can I do, bruv? Oh, Sesko looks tired. Go on, Xerxes. Tried something. Go be the hero. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I see Xerxes coming on and doing anything. Apart from that, I think he's definitely gone in the summer. Big up the boy, Wheatley, he's joined Bradford City on loan. He was at Northampton, I think he was. A lot of them, they went on loan somewhere. We took them away from where they was, and then we gave them a different loan. It's like we took them away from treacherous positions. Because remember, Harry Amaz was at Sheffield Wednesday. They were -7 points. Administration, they got a mad ban points. And then we put him in Norwich, which is in a better position. We took, who's the other geezer that we took? Toby Collier. We took him away from West Brom, and then we put him in Hull City, who are fighting promotion. So a lot of them, we've took them away from where they was, and then we've put them in better situations. So I don't know where Bradford is, and probably in a better place where Northampton was. So it's like we're trying to give them better. Like, you know what, actually go there and do something, and they might even end up keeping you. Yeah, look at that. So look at that. He was here at Northampton Town fighting relegation. We've took him away, said, nah, bro, get out of there. And then we took him and said, yeah, go to Bradford. League One. Look at that, promotion. So he might end up getting them into the Championship, and then they just go, yeah, we like this guy. Here's 6 million or something stupid for it, 5 million. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like it's kind of smart. Let's be real, what they're doing. Like, a lot of these young boys, they're taking them out of the team that they're struggling with, relegation fighters and that, and saying, no. We're going to put you in a team that's actually going for something so you can make a difference. So it is where it is, man. It's all quiet on the Man United front. So he's just talking about the signings, etc. And he's saying it's basically very quiet. So nothing looks like it's going to happen. Bro, we've got about, what, an hour and a half left. So I doubt anything is even going to happen anyway. The Sassy is doing the Sassy is now starting his medical at West Ham. Tottenham have signed a 18-year-old striker to join the Tottenham project. This is the same geezer that was meant to join Arsenal this morning. Fabrizio said this morning that this geezer was meant to join. But yeah, he's gone to Arsenal offering a trial while Spurs offer loan deal with buy option. Clause now agreed with Hearts. So 18-year-old meant to be a gem. Oh my God, look at this. What's going on here? Ornstein's in the mud. Is Ornstein in the mud, or is this Tonali's agent just coming out and trying to fight his corner? He's gone, look, his agent, we never had any conversations with Arsenal. Newcastle were never going to let Tonali leave in January. There's absolutely nothing into it. We didn't even talk about it. So is he trying to, what's going on here? What is happening? We'll see around March, around Sancho's valuation, but only if Newcastle decide to open doors. It's not even being discussed now. He's completely focused on Newcastle season now. It's nonsense topic. So what's he saying? What is he trying to diss? Is he trying to diss Ornstein, bruv? Is he dissing Ornstein? I don't understand. Because that don't really happen. We didn't even talk about it. So what? Sandro Tonali offered to Arsenal by agent. So Arsenal explored, but no contact with Newcastle. Nothing will happen this window. Yeah, both of them could be right. Because he's saying that the agent offered him to Arsenal, but Arsenal and Newcastle haven't spoken. So the agent might be just saying, yeah, nothing happened. Because remember, I can offer my client to you, and you say, no, we're not ready yet. And all right, cool, we'll leave it as that. That's it. But Arsenal's obviously gone out there and ran their mouth and let it be known. That's why it's come out. So he's basically going to cover himself now and saying, yo, we talking about that. We didn't say it. It's a non-story. He was never going to leave in January. We never had any conversation with Arsenal, so he's just denying it. But your agent is going to deny it, unless you're very unhappy, because it's going to look dark on him. I believe Ornstein, man. I believe Ornstein. Agent completely shuts it down. Pure media noise. Bro, I believe Ornstein. Yeah? I believe Ornstein over the agent. The agent tried to basically put him out there, and then my man's turned around and got caught, basically. So I believe Ornstein. I don't believe that one there still. He's going all mad in midfield. Yeah, we are. We are going to go mad in midfield still. We are. Believe it's Amrin Cole in midfield, all legs. Yeah, Amrin ain't here anymore. He's not here no more. How can you say Tonali is... Oh, Tonali's a baller, man. Williams Jr. is a baller. Man. He's always injured, though. He's always injured, and he chose not to go to Barcelona to be with his best friend, Lamine Yamal, to stay at Athletic Club. So he ain't coming here. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. He chose to stay over there. He could have went and linked his best friend, Yamal, Spanish link, everything. And he said, nah, it's good for squad depth. Uncle No, MetricBay series have, how has Kevin got Fulham? Rayan got him. Bro, Kevin, that was his first goal. He hasn't been doing much. People are starting to gas up this Kevin guy. See this Kevin guy? That was his first goal. Yes, it was a wonder goal, but he hasn't been doing loads since he got there. They're literally saying like, oh, okay. The Fulham fans are saying, can Kevin finally kick on now from that goal? Has Kevin finally kicked on? Like, is that he hasn't been doing nothing since he come, but he scored one wonder. He's the next best thing. He's Estavio. Look at him. Oh, he has scored against Middlesbrough, but nothing in the Prem. That's what I'm saying. Middlesbrough. Yeah, bro, that's his first goal. So they were saying, I see the Fulham fans yesterday. I've got a video about the Fulham fans. And they're literally saying, hopefully he can kick on now from that, etc. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because he's not scored nothing. Look, this is when he first came. Look at that. Aston Villa, Brentford, Leeds. Look, nothing. Nothing. He's only played, look, 1 assist against Wickham. Every time he's playing a team that's not in the Prem, he's having wonders. 1 assist against Wickham. This is all the Prem. Nothing. 0 goals, 0 assists. Look at that. Liverpool, he got an assist. I think, yeah, he passed the ball to Harrison Reed when he scored the screamer. That was him. And then Middlesbrough, he scored 1 and assisted 1. And his first goal came against United. So now the Fulham fans are saying, hopefully he can kick on from this now and start his career, finally. Because they don't rate him. They're saying this guy has not been on nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it was a worldie and he's young, people that don't watch him are thinking, this guy is the next best thing. He's like Estavio. Like, he's not all that, bro. He hasn't done anything. You know what I'm saying? And this is what happens. A lot of people get this thing twisted because they watch one game. So, yeah, that's what's going on, man. Obviously, the boy Malacia is very disappointed. He wanted to get the move to Turkey. But because of Dorgu's injury, we blocked the move and we said, yo, big man, you've got to come back. Harry Yamas, man. The man's got a hamstring injury. I feel sorry for him, man. I feel sorry for him. So he don't deserve that one there still. And then obviously we know the thing already. They've been saying it 100 times. Belieber, Wharton or Anderson, we're going to get one of them in the summer. But we maybe even get 2. Yeah, everyone's been saying 2. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. It don't seem like anything's going to happen today. And this is one of the Fulham. Look at that. Man supporting Fulham. Let me just go straight to the Sesko goal so you can see, man. Look at the man's reaction. I've got a whole video about 5 different people's...
No! How's that happened? No! No! Oh, no! As if they've done that, Fulham. They've absolutely lulled us in. They've absolutely...
Love it. Casemiro masterclass, big him up. Vibes FC, man. You see what's going on, man. The guys are back, man. The guys are back. We need to keep on the vibes, man. We got Tottenham. Let me show you the fixtures, man. Because, bro, if this geezer cannot cut his hair in this little section, I don't think he's ever going to be able to cut his hair. I'll be real. Yeah? If this geezer cannot cut his hair now, he's never going to be able to cut his hair, bro. I'll tell you that for free. Yeah, so this is who we got next. Of course, look, we got the 3 W's. Green. Nice and green. Look at that. Tottenham next. West Ham. Everton. Palace. And then we go to Newcastle and Villa and Bournemouth. And then obviously, and then it's international break after the Bournemouth game, and then it's Leeds. And that's when Dorgu's back. So all these games, and then Dorgu's back for Leeds. He might even be back a bit earlier. But bro, if this geezer can't cut his hair for the 5 wins in a row, I don't think he's ever going to be able to cut his hair. I swear to you. There's never going to be an easier run. You've got 3. No, I'm saying easier run because we've already done 3. That's why. It wasn't an easier run, of course. City and Arsenal's mental, and Fulham. But now that we're here, come on. Tottenham, look at the stats on both of us. Table position, they're 14th or 4th. Goals per match, different. Goals conceded, boom. Obviously, we concede a lot of goals, though. That's one thing. But, bro, Tottenham are disarray. They're pony. Even when you look at their injury list, obviously, yesterday they had a few injuries. They might have a bit more back. I don't think... look at that. I think Van de Ven will be back. I think... What's the other one called? What's it? Spence. Spence ain't even on this list, but he's injured as well. But he should be back. Spence. These 3 won't be there. Solanke, he said he rolled his ankle, but he should be all right. So, yeah, it's probably going to be... I think, yeah, it's literally Solanke, Van de Ven, and Spence should be back. But that's all their injuries, bro. Come on. That's a first team alone. Look at that. Striker, right back, centre back, midfield, striker, left wing, centre, left back. Bro, midfield, they've got a full 11 that they can literally put out against us injured. So we should be going there confident, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you know it's Tottenham. You know they've had our number a few times. Some people say it's Amarin tax. Some people say whatever they want to say. But, bruv, we've got to go there and win. We're at home. They've got no confidence whatsoever. We've got the crowd on our side. They're deflated, bro. They drew. They had to get a last-minute winner against Wolves. Sorry, a last-minute goal against Wolves to draw at home. And then they had to get a last-minute goal to draw with Burnley away. Come on. We should be popping them about, man. Easy. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens, my peoples, man. That's more or less the news, man. There's nothing really else going on. Obviously, I'll be here, my 10-minute update like I always am, around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So, yeah, make sure you're there. Smash the like, subscribe, the lot. We will be there. Trust me. Love my peoples, man. Appreciate you lot.
Got some celebs pull up loco. You know we up next, pull up mobos. They don't see, they on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. For now, I'm loco. Bumping up the server beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.